Hello and welcome to today's Brain Meet Body class. This is called Warrior Energy. So it's hard being a human. We've got a lot going on and inevitably there's going to be challenges coming our way. So we want to be able to tap into this warrior-like spirit so that we know that no matter what comes, we can get through it. So we're going to channel that through our movement today and have that be kind of our theme. And today's class, hopefully you have a block or something block-like at home that you can use to put underneath your sacrum in a bridge pose or potentially to squeeze between your thighs. You need a mat, you need a brain and a body. You don't even really need a mat. As long as you've got your body, you're good. So we're gonna start lying down on our backs. If when you come all the way down, your chin really juts up and you have a hard time settling it towards the front of your throat, go ahead and put a blanket underneath your head or something to give a little support there. And then come on down and arrive onto your mat in your body. Set the intention to be here in your body with your breath, tapping into this warrior spirit. Push into the tripods of your feet. So the big ball, pinky ball, and heel. Lift your hips off the floor and then slide the block underneath your sacrum. So the sacrum feels like kind of a big flat bone at the base of your spine. It's right above your tailbone. So a good amount of your flesh will be hanging forward of the block. And you've got the support there. Now bring your hands onto your hip points in the front. Watch that your ribs aren't pushing up towards the ceiling, but you're toned there at your low ribs to draw in. And then hands are on those hip points, and we're gonna start marching here. So lift the left knee over the left hip, and then set the foot down. Lift the right knee over the right hip, and then set the foot down. And what we're aiming for is stillness everywhere except for this hip joint, the hip crease here, doing the movement. So there's a little engagement around the core to keep everything still as you lift and lower the leg. Come to a nice big inhale and maybe open your mouth and let it go. And then imagine this rhythm, this intention, just like, soldiers marching or a warrior on the battlefield, they have a purpose. And so we're putting that purpose, that intentional energy into our movement here. Controlling around the ribs and around the pelvis so that just the hips are moving. Good. Now, keep both feet down. Connect again to the tripods of your feet, big ball, pinky ball, heel. Lift just enough, so push into those 3 points, lift just enough to slide the block out from under you, set it off to the side. Hands come back to those hip points. Draw in, so from left to right, draw in your pelvis, and then lift the left knee, but try not to let that left hip point drop at all. Push down into the right foot, and then set it down. Lift your right knee, pushing into the left foot, keep that right hip lifted, and then set it down. Keep going like this, so really feeling those glutes work to stabilize as the other leg lifts. Breathe here, breathe into the entire circumference of your rib cage. On an exhale, push the air out. Nice, waking up our glutes. Okay, and then keep the feet down. Hold it here. And if you feel this in your low back at all, lower your hips a little bit. Reach your tailbone towards your heels. Draw the heels back towards your body to feel your hamstrings turn on more. And then take your arms straight up above you like you could hold a big tray. Take your left hand to the 4 fingers of your right hand and pull those fingers towards your face. Reach your right thumb over to the left. Breathe here, stretching into the wrist, the forearm. Good, and then switch. Pull down the left fingers. Reach the left thumb over to the right. Breathe into your ribs, press equally into your feet. Keep squeezing around your sit bones. Take one more breath in. Bring your hands back to your thighs and then exhale. Slowly control the lowering of your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until that sacrum again has weight in it. Nice work. Okay, so we're going to move on to our core. Bringing the feet up off of the floor, head is settled down, hands come to your knees. So the calves are parallel with the floor. And right away, as you press your knees away from you and you resist that with the knees, you feel your core turn on. And then let your right hand stay right where it is, but lower your right foot to tap down, and then bring it back up. Lower your left foot to tap down, left hand just stays where it is, and then bring it back up. Feel your core working to stabilize you so that you have control over this movement. Keep drawing the front ribs down towards the back ribs. You have a little bit of an arc of the low back off the floor, the weight's still in the sacrum at the base of your spine. Breathe here. Use your exhale to draw all the core muscles in. Good. 3, 2, 1. Keep your feet up off the floor and take your hands to cup behind the skull. Draw the elbows in towards one another. They point up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lift the shoulders off the floor. Support the weight of the head with the hands. And then again, start tapping down one foot at a time. Use your breath here. Exhales help to control a little bit more. For 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs lifted, but lower the shoulders. Inhale. Last time, we're going to exhale, lift. And then we're adding a twist now. So as the left foot comes down, we twist to the right. Come back to center, lift the knee, and then twist to the left, right toes touch down. Come back to center. So going side to side, getting a little deeper, letting the heat build, letting our fire build through this work so that we can show up with a warrior spirit. For 3, oh yes, and 2, love when I get the tingle at the top of my head, and 1. Okay, come down, set the feet down, let something go out your mouth, and then let your knees just windshield wiper side to side, the feet are wide. Nice work, everybody. Okay, come on up to your hands and knees now, into quadruped. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees are snugged up underneath your hips or a little forward. Draw the low belly up towards the low back. And then think about your triple S. You've got the skull, shoulder blades, and sacrum lining up, drawing the front ribs in, lifting the face away from the floor. And then send the right toes back, so the right leg extends. And then just start to push forward and back with your right foot. So you're feeling this open up into the calf. You can take your gaze underneath you, but keep pushing down firmly into your hands. Spread from left to right with the hands. And then look at your ankle. You want it tracking right over your toes. So if it's kind of rolling around to one side, see if you can't control it a little bit more by turning your right glute on and maybe having a slight bend in your right knee and maybe going a little slower, connecting your brain a little more. Good, and then find stillness here. Zip up your low belly. So zip your pubic bone up towards your chest. And then from your right glute, lift your right toes off the floor. Keep lifting the face away from the floor. And then lean into your right hand a little more. Start to reach your left arm forward for a full bird dog. Fingers reaching, back big toe mound, reaching back. Draw, zip up through the core. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, left hand down, right knee down. And then tuck your toes, sit back onto your heels. Come on up and just roll your wrists out. Rolling and then rolling the other way. And then give them a little shake. It's good that we have this weight bearing going on and it's intentional, but we do want to give the wrists a break. So come back down onto your hands and we will do the other side. So send the left toes back, zip up the front body, and then start to push with the left toes. So getting into that left calf, all the way up the back leg. Left glute is engaged, fired up around the left sit bone. Zipping up the front body, lifting the face away from the floor, feeling your shoulder blades nice and settled, glued to your back ribs in that nice neutral position. If you want to check out your ankle, see how it's rolling over your toes. And then come back to neutral, zip up, and then from the left glute, really firing up, lift the left toes off the floor. It does not have to come to hip level. You want to keep the low belly from drooping towards the floor. And then take your right arm forward. That's an option. Everything's optional. You do what's good for your body. Challenge yourself to your healthy edge. Take a breath in, and then exhale, right hand down, left knee down, and we'll push the floor away, lift the knees to hover, and then zip up and lift the pelvis, downward facing dog. Equal weight in hands and feet. Pedal your feet out here, letting one knee bend and the other heel get heavy. And then on an exhale, step to the top of your mat, sit back into your butt, and then inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge into your hip creases, so knees don't go forward, sit your butt back, hands come down to fingertips, step the right foot back and lower the right knee, and the top of the right foot, come on up. Draw the front foot and back knee together. Take your arms into this goal pose, this kind of victorious warrior strong shape. Make fists with your hands. And then keeping the pelvis steady, turn to the left and to the right. So really thinking, I'm only going to move around my ribs. I'm keeping this steady, firm, warrior-like foundation through my legs, so this can really mobilize around the ribs. Come to your breath. Beautiful. And then hands come forward and down, step the front foot back. So walk the knees back, get yourself in that kneeling plank. Draw low belly, front ribs in, engage around your sit bones, lift the face away from the floor, and then with control, resist as you lower down, keep the shoulders lifted away from the ground. And then draw the hands back as you lift the heart, press the pubic bone down. Exhale, come down, tuck your toes, push the floor away, lift up and back, downward facing dog, walk your feet in. On your next exhale, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee and the top of the left foot, come on up. Take your arms into that goal post and then turn. Keep your left glute firm, not, especially when you turn to the left, not letting that left hip open. Keep it controlled around the pelvis. Beautiful. Lean forward, hands come down, step the back foot in. Sit back into your butt, inhale, reach forward and up. And then exhale, hinge. Step the left foot back and then bend the left knee, but don't let it come to the floor. We're gonna lift the torso up. Make a universal fist at your sacrum. So interlace your hands behind you, bring your thumbs to the base of your spine at your sacrum, draw the elbows back without punching the front ribs and splaying them forward. Control that by zipping up through your low belly. And then hold it here for a moment. Take a breath in. And then exhale, start to lean forward over your front thigh. Keep drawing the front body in as you lean the torso forward. Draw your right hip crease back, pull your left hip forward in line with one another. And then you can stay right here, or you can lean forward more and lift off your back toes for a warrior 3 with these humble arms. Keep lifting the face, the front body away from the floor. Keep a bend in your right knee. And then as we stand up, set the left foot next to the right. Take your hands to your sides. Push the energy down towards the floor. And then inhale, flip the palms, pull it up. As you lean into your left foot, lift your right knee. Inhale. Push the energy forward as you exhale. Shh, with your hands. Shh. Set the right foot down. Inhale. Bring the hands next to you. Exhale, push the energy down. Lean into the right foot. As you inhale, pull it up. Lift the left knee. Exhale, push it away. Bring the hands back. Inhale. Exhale, left foot down. Sit down, push it down. Lean into the left foot. Inhale, pull the energy up. Exhale, push it forward. Bring the hands back. Inhale, set the foot down. Push it down, squat. Lean into your right foot, pull it up. Lift your left knee. Exhale, push it forward. Hands come back, inhale. Exhale, squat, push it down. Last time, inhale, pull it up, lift your right knee. Exhale, push your hands forward. Inhale, pull it back, set the foot down. Exhale, squat and push down. Lean into the right foot, lift your left knee. Pull it up. Now hold it here for a moment. Take your right hand and left hand to the top of this knee and push it away. This is like what we did in our core work earlier, but now we are balancing. Now we're going to turn open to the left for warrior two. Turn to the left, left leg moves to the back of the mat. Right and left hip point are lined up with one another. Take your arms out to a T. Shoulders are right on top of your pelvis, not leaning forward. Take a breath in. And then exhale, left hand around your back, right arm up and over. Peaceful warrior. Warriors are known to be strong, but of course we need them to have that balanced energy of softness as well. We are peaceful warriors here. Coming up through center, inhale, and then right forearm onto your right thigh. Exhale, left arm slices across the horizon, up and over your cheek. Reach through the hand. Engage around the left sit bone. Good, and then open yourself up into a goddess stance. So heels in, toes out. I'm going to turn to face you. Heels in, toes out. We've got a warrior breath here. So knees and toes tracking in the same line. Arms come in front of you into this goalpost shape facing one another, the forearms. We pull back with 2 inhales and we press together with 2 exhales. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Let it be audible. Exhale. Keep going. 2 parts. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Strong arms. Draw warrior energy in through your legs and into your arms. 2 more. Good. Straighten your legs. Let your elbows come towards your hips. Let your palms face up in receptivity. Take a moment. Good. And then turn back towards the top of the mat. Hands come down, downward facing dog. And then on your next exhale, we'll step our left foot forward, bend your right knee a little bit, and come on up for your crescent lunge on this side. Hands will interlace behind you, thumbs comes towards your sacrum, and then draw the elbows back, but meet that with the engagement of your low belly so the ribs stay right on top of the pelvis. Take a breath in. As you start to straighten your back leg, you'll lean forward. Keep drawing the front belly away from the front thigh, leaning into it, lifting the face away from the floor, thinking about your triple S. You can stay right here or a light push off your back toes. Take your time to find your balance. It doesn't matter how high you're lifting your leg. Keep drawing into your triple S, lifting the front body towards the back. Good. Nice. And then start to stand up. As you stand up, set your right foot next to your left. Take your hands to your sides and then exhale, squat and push down. Lean into the right foot. Inhale, pull it up. Lift your left knee. Exhale, push it forward with the option to extend the leg this time. Inhale back, set the foot down. Exhale, push it down. Lean into the left leg, pull energy up, lift your right knee. Exhale, extend the leg, push it forward. Come back, hands come to the side, set the foot down. Exhale, push it down. Pull it up, inhale, lean into the right foot. Left knee lifts, exhale, push it forward. Bring it back, set the foot down, inhale. Exhale, push it down. Last time, inhale, pull it up. Exhale, push it forward. Bring the knee to bend. Bring the hands onto the knee. Resist that knee with the hands. Feel the core zipping up, lighting up even more. Left glute on, left knee soft. Start to turn to the right with your legs still lifted. Send your right leg back for warrior two now. Left knee is forward. Arms come out to your sides. Warrior two. And then back arm around your low back. Flip your front palm. Peaceful warrior. Tap into this energy for a moment. Draw those front ribs in. And then come up through center. Zip up through the core to do that. Bring the left forearm on the left thigh. Right arm up and over your ear. Good. And then inhale, come on up. This time, something different. Both toes turn in pointing to the long edge of the mat. And then side lunging, so sitting back into your right hip. Arms come into that goalpost, that warrior shape. And then we push the floor away through our right tripod in the foot, up and over to the left. Sit back into your left hip. The knees will go a little forward, but you're thinking about sitting back into those hip creases. And then resisting gravity with the front body. Push up and over, push up and over. Getting this lateral movement in is so good. We usually just move forward and back. So getting side to side motion is awesome. All right, lean forward towards the top of the mat. Step the back foot to meet the front foot. Sit back into your butt. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, hands come down through your heart. Take your hands onto your heart and take a moment here with the beats beneath your palms. Relax the skin of your face. I hope you felt your own strength, your own warrior-like spirit, and your ability to move and breathe and stay in your body through this practice today. You are welcome to lay down and let your body absorb your effort if you have the time. Whatever you do from here, thank you so much for letting me guide you today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.